Tonight, second Hall of Fame inductee can be described with two words: versatile and character. Paul McDonough showed both as a football player and a person. McDonough played for the Utes from 1934 to 37 under Ike Armstrong. As both a defensive and offensive end and sometimes place kicker, he was named All-Big Seven for 3 seasons. He was also named All-Conference First Team for 2 years and was an All-American selection his senior year. McDonough was a tough competitor and highly respected by other players. He developed a friendship with Colorado quarterback Byron Whizzer White, who later became a U.S. Supreme Court Justice. Their unique friendship was based on a mutual admiration for athleticism and character. Every time the two teams played, McDonough and White held a 100-yard foot race before the game. The 6'5", 230-pound McDonough won every time. He was also on the track team and participated in many other activities while at the U. After graduation in 1938, Paul was drafted by Pittsburgh, as was his friend, Whizzer White. The two of them roomed together that season. Following the 1938 season, Paul was traded to the Cleveland Rams, who later moved to Los Angeles. Paul played 3 seasons with the Rams, leading the NFL in yards per receptions in 1940. He made many friends in the sports world, including Satchel Paige and Babe Ruth. After the 1941 season, he returned to Salt Lake and married his college sweetheart, Katherine Giles. He was soon drafted into the Army, where he served as a Special Services officer in Guam. Returning from the war, Paul started a career as the first salesman for the utility trailer company. He was active in civic affairs, where he served as president of the U's Bleacher Quarterbacks. He also organized the first Little League football teams in the city. A member of the Utes All-Century football team, Paul suffered an untimely death in 1960 at the age of 43. He is survived by his wife, 3 children, Paul, Susie, and Diane, 14 grandchildren, and 24 great-grandchildren. So now, please join us as we induct into the Crimson Club Hall of Fame a man whose life was an example to us all, Paul McDonough.
I'm Steve McDonough, the son of Paul McDonough. We're excited as a family, and we're grateful to the University of Utah and to the Crimson Club for bestowing this honor upon my dad. He loved Utah football, and he loved the University of Utah. We're grateful to my son Scott for nominating him and being on the Crimson Club board and nominating his grandfather to this honor. My father was my hero. He was bigger in life to me. I always wanted to be like him. He accomplished a lot while he was in his 43 years while upon this earth, and even though it was a short period of time. His wife and my mother, Kay, is here this evening, and I wish he were too here, but I know he's here in spirit. One of his greatest assets was, besides his size, was his great personality. He loved talking with people, and people loved talking with him, and he treated everyone as if they thought they were his best friend. My Aunt Audrey talked about she disliked going downtown with him, Audrey Zwick, because it was his sister, and they couldn't walk 1 block. It took them 2 hours to walk a block because he always wanted to talk with people, and people always wanted to talk with him. It didn't matter if it was Babe Ruth, whom he played golf with while he was back playing professional football, or a stranger on the street. He treated everyone the same. I'm sure he's smiling tonight, looking down on this with that great big smile of his, and we're grateful to the University of Utah and to the Crimson Club, and we thank you for this honor this night.